Hello, everybody out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And we're going to talk some more about the newest episode of And Just Like Crap. That's right, And Just Like Crap. All right, let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this this abortion. That's what, a botched abortion. That's what it is. I'm starting to see some patterns here in the show that I recognize from the last season. Because remember, the last season was 2 years ago. Okay, 2023 was the season 2. It's 2025 now for season 3, and everyone's acting like the stuff that happened last season happened like a week ago. Okay, no, Carrie moved into that house 2 years ago, and it's still unfurnished. Okay. Miranda got that job 2 years ago. Okay, and it's Charlotte's been selling artwork again 2 years ago. Okay, but everyone's acting like it's a new thing. They just started doing it. That's not how this works out in real life. Okay, the kids are still the same age as they were 2 years ago, which makes no sense. Okay, I was assuming that Rock was like 17 and Lily was 18 or something. I don't know. Maybe Rock was 16 and Lily was 18. Who knows? Okay, but by that logic, Lily should be 20 years old and Rock should be 19. So what the hell are they still doing in high school? Both of them? It's just ridiculous. And if you do the math, if you really do the math, I believe they adopted Lily in 2005. When was the last season of Sex and the City? I should know that. It was either 2004 or 2005, something around there. Okay, so that means that Lily should, by definition, she should be 21 years old. Okay, not a senior in high school. Okay, also Brady was born like in 2002 or something, so he should be like 23. Okay, or something like that. Yeah, he was born in 2001 or 2002, something like that. So he should be 23. But in the first season of And Just Like Crap, which was in 2021, okay, that would have made him 19 or something, and he's having sex at home with his girlfriend, and his parents are okay with it. It's just they can hear their son having sex with his girlfriend next door, in the room next door, and they were okay with it. It's just, that's ridiculous. That just makes no sense. Okay, yes, the math doesn't really add up. It really doesn't. Okay, so if you go by this logic the show gave you, basically Aiden told Carrie 2 years ago in 2023 to go on a 5-year break. We're not going to talk to each other for 5 years. I guess absence makes the heart grow fonder. All right, and then after 5 years of him basically babysitting his 14-year-old son who should be 16 by now, or is it 16-year-old son who should be 18 by now? Who the fuck knows? He's got 3 kids, 3 sons. Okay, then it'll be safe for him to leave his son so that his son can kill himself as an adult instead of killing himself as a teenager. All right, so I guess 5 years was the magic number. All right, even that makes absolutely no sense. Why on earth would Aiden, why would any man, much less, oh yeah, I know why Aiden would do it, because he's written by gay guys. That's why. But why would any man agree to this? Okay, let's look at Carrie's history with Aiden. Okay, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. Okay, Carrie has not been faithful to him. Has never really been faithful to him, ever. Any time they were together. Okay, so why on earth would he think that she would stay faithful to him for 5 years? Okay, she couldn't even stay faithful to him for like 2 weeks. Okay, much less 5 years. I mean, I know she's uglier now. I know she's older now. I get all that. Okay, and she really does look like trash. Okay, as far as that goes, you got to remember this show is the continuation of Carrie's adventures. Okay, and the biggest part about Carrie's life on Sex and the City was the sex. Okay, not just the city; it was the sex. All right, and I'm sorry, but Sarah Jessica Parker does not really doesn't represent the woman having sex today. Okay, I'm sorry. I know she's just too old. She's just too old. There comes a time when you got to grow up. Okay? I know you don't want to admit it, but we're all getting older. We're all getting older. This whole like hopping from bed to bed with different guys, okay? That's the stuff you can get away with when you're young and pretty and stupid. Okay? Eventually, I mean, you're going to have to admit, you have to look in the mirror, wait a minute, I'm not the young, pretty, stupid girl anymore. Okay? I'm old. I'm weathered. Okay? I mean, my pussy's been stretched out. Okay? It's just not, you're not that anymore. You got to accept it. Accept that you're old now. Okay? If you're lucky to be old. Okay? You're lucky to have lived this long. Take that for gratitude. It's time to slow down a bit. It's time to start paying attention to the important things in your life. Okay? Like your husband and your children. Oh, wait a minute. Nobody's got any of those. Sorry. Wrong show. I was thinking about real life there for a second. Okay. These women have nothing. Okay. They've got their money. Money don't love you back. I mean, and it can't, and despite what you think, money can't really buy you real love. It can't buy you real love. It can buy you fake love. Yeah, absolutely. It can buy you fake love. It can't buy you real love. Okay? And that's what we need as human beings. That's what we need. We need real love. Okay? But when you're young, okay, and you're stupid and you're pretty, you think that real love is so available to you that you're never going to run out. It's always going to be there. One guy doesn't like you, doesn't matter. Another guy, better looking guy with more money, who's better in bed, will take you. Okay? And that's just going to happen. It's going to be that way forever. It's not. Okay? And once you start realizing that, that's when you start getting scared. That's when you start, oh my God, I gotta get the Botox now. I gotta get the boob job. I gotta get the clothes, the nails. All of a sudden that becomes more important. Okay, because you're competing with other women. Okay, and now you're at that age where you don't really need to compete anymore, right? Because it's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic watching a 60-year-old woman going to a nightclub with a bunch of late 20, early 30-year-olds trying to act like she's one of them again. Okay, this whole show has a huge problem, okay, with maturing. Okay, none of these women want to grow up. Okay, now I understand the oldest man is a child inside. I live by that. Okay, I mean, what the hell? Let me look at this right here. Look at that. Okay, that's on my shelf here. Okay, yes. Is it immature? I don't give a shit. Okay, it's my collection. I collect these things. You know why? Because it reminds me of when I was a kid and I couldn't afford these toys because we grew up poor. I couldn't afford these toys. I mean, the toys back then weren't as good as the toys today. Okay, but I couldn't afford those toys back then. Okay, I can afford them now. So now I have them up there so I can look at them every day so that I can remember. Okay, I can remember where I came from. I can remember that time when I couldn't afford that stuff. You see what I mean? Okay, that's why it's there. Okay. So I remember the past. I don't close the door on the past. I remember the past very well. Okay, I still listen to old songs in my car. Okay, from like the 80s and stuff. I mean, even today I was listening to "Wake Me Up Before You Go, Don't Leave Me Hanging On Like a Yoke." Okay, my son's 9 years old, and he heard the song "You Spin Me Round Round Baby," round round by Dead or Alive. Remember that from the 80s? Okay, well he was watching one of the Chipmunks movies, and I guess it's in there. And so he asked me to play that song in his car, and I was like, son, we made fun of this song back then, okay? I mean, it was a catchy song, okay? But we danced to it back in the 80s. I mean, I was in junior high or something when it came out. I think I was like 12 years old or something when it came out. But we look at that stuff now. That's the stuff we're trying to forget about. We don't want to remember that from the 80s, okay? But the song was catchy, and I'd never actually seen the video myself until the other day. Okay, I didn't know it was about some gay guy with an eye patch. I didn't know that. Okay, I just remember hearing the song on the radio. I remember it was a big hit when I was in junior high or sixth grade or something like that, somewhere around that time. Okay, but I didn't even remember. I didn't even know what they looked like. The guys that sang this song, I didn't even know what they looked like. I knew it was part of the British invasion because lots of pop songs were coming from Great Britain back then in the 80s. But just something like that. It's like, okay, fine. I don't want to go back into the 1980s and relive that experience. I don't want to go back there. I've been there. I've done that. Okay? I was a different person back then. Why doesn't anyone want to accept the fact that the world has moved on? Like I said, I still respect the past. Okay? I still love the past. Okay? But I don't live there anymore. Okay? I'm in 2025. All right? I'm not trying to go back and get with the girl, okay, that I was in love with in 1993. I'm not trying to get back with her anymore, okay, or ever. To be honest with you, okay. Actually, I lied. I did try, but that was like in the 2010s. Okay. Anyway, the point is, she's still my friend today. Okay, she's still my friend today. Okay, my girlfriend from the early 90s. All right, we're still friends today. Okay, we're still friends today. Okay, but the point is, I'm not trying to rekindle that. I'm not trying to get her to be in my life again. I'm trying to be her boyfriend again. You know why? Because we had our time, and it stays there. I've moved on. I'm not the same person I was back then. Okay, and she isn't either. You see what I mean? I don't want to go back to that. I like where I am right now. I'm in a better place now than I was back then. Yes, I'm older. I got more lines on my face. Okay, but you know what? I'm more mature. Okay, I have a better perspective on life. I have more gratitude in my life. I'm not as insecure as I used to be back then. Okay, my financial situation is a hell of a lot better than it was back then. Okay, and I have a lot more things now. Okay, I have a much easier life today than I did back then. Okay, you know, and I don't want to lose that so I can go back in time. You see what I mean? I like where I am right now. I like the girls I date today. Okay, you know, I like my life. Okay, I love my life. Honestly, I really do. Okay, I respect what happened in the past, but you know that's where I used to be. It's not where I am now. You see what I mean? And the writers of the show don't really understand that. Okay, they want Carrie to go back in time to get with Aiden again and try again. Okay, the guy that y'all fucked over a long time ago. Let's do that all over again. You see what I mean? This time we'll have a better result. You see what I mean? That makes no sense. Okay, even in this episode, you got Miranda decides to blow up her marriage, destroy her marriage by fucking around, because you know it's okay for the women to fuck around on the show. It's not okay when the guys do it, but for the women do it, it's okay. It's always been okay. All right. So Miranda blows up her fucking marriage to be with this thing, this shaved gorilla, okay, with lipstick on. All right. And she blows up her marriage, okay, and she's automatically forgiven by her husband, ex-husband, you know. And now we're supposed to like empathize with her dating life. Like, you know, we're supposed to feel sorry for her when she tries to score with a girl and gets rejected. We're supposed to be, oh, damn it, Miranda, don't worry, Miranda, you're a good person. The next girl will love you. She'll be crazy about you. No, bullshit. Why the fuck is there to like about Miranda? There's nothing to like about her. I don't care if she ever gets laid again. Okay, all the women that she's attracted to are dog ugly, just like her. Okay, it's disgusting to watch her on a date. Okay, and when she fucks up, when she gets nervous and stammers, okay, or when she, you know, when she has her little cringe fest, you know, where she doesn't know how to act around black people. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't give a shit. I don't like her. I don't give two shits about her. I never really did like her. I hated her on Sex and the City too. Now she's even worse. Now she's just gay and uglier. Okay. I mean, what the fuck? Okay. I don't care about her life. I don't care if a girl's reject her. I don't give two fucking shits. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't root for her. I don't empathize with her. Okay? She likes to play herself off as the victim. Oh, it's so hard to find love when you're gay. Get the fuck out of here. You fucked Rosie O'Donnell, for Christ's sake. You're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. I don't know guy's gonna tell her that to her fucking face, but I am. And I hope she's watching this. I really do. I hope she's watching it. I know someone over there is watching this. Since they want to fucking make fun of my name on this fucking show. Someone over here is watching this. But I don't give two fucking shits about her. I don't give two shits about Charlotte. Charlotte's another piece of shit. There's another woman who doesn't want to fucking admit that she's 60 fucking years old. She wants to act like she's a fucking in her 20s and clubbing and drinking till fucking 3, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning. Didn't she already do that last season? Didn't we already have that episode? You know? So why do we got to revisit it again? I mean, this is bullshit. But it's okay. It's okay for Charlotte because she'll just take it out on her husband. It's always going to be her husband's fault. He's a fucking limp dick, fucking beta male piece of shit who can't even fucking go to the bathroom. And that's what all the men are on the show. All of them are like that. It's not just him. There's no men on this show. Oh yeah, and Seema, do I really need to talk about her? Okay, this fat, disgusting, insufferable, entitled fucking pig, because that's what she is, a fucking pig who thinks her shit don't stink. All right, I'm supposed to empathize with her horrible dating life, how she can't find the right guy. Oh my God. What she needs to do is find a fucking pig. She needs to find another fucking pig to procreate with, okay? And they can lay down in the fucking shit and enjoy their fucking KFC together, okay? They can stuff their fucking fat asses with fucking KFC. This bitch is complaining that her life isn't where she wants it to be because she doesn't have the right man. Bitch, with all the fucking fried food you're eating and the cigarettes you're smoking and the alcohol you're drinking, you ain't gonna be fucking alive in 5 years. Okay, much less have a fucking boyfriend. I mean, for Christ's sake, you're 60 fucking years old. And yes, I checked her birthday. She's actually 59. Okay, she'll be 60 soon. Okay? So, like, what the fuck, man? This is ridiculous. And I'm supposed to care about these women. Lisa Todd Wexley, what the fuck? She's just a black version of Charlotte. She's just another fucking lazy bitch, okay, who blames her husband for everything wrong in her life. It's her husband's fault, and she will remind him of that. She'll constantly put him in his place, okay, but he will never put her in her place because everything she does is right, and everything he does is wrong. I mean, this is a load of fucking shit, man. My God. I know it's a gay guy who write these episodes, and it's a fucking transgendered fat tub of shit who writes these episodes, named Samantha Irby. And let me tell you, if you were watching an episode and a woman menstruates on herself, okay, in public, okay, or if you throw up, if you regurgitate during a fucking date, or if you piss yourself, I guarantee you Samantha Irby wrote that fucking episode because she writes from experience. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and fucking pull up a pic. Google her fucking face, her disgusting, god-awful face right now. Okay? Her erection-destroying face right now. And look at that. Look at that tub of love. Okay? And that will explain everything you need to know about why this show fucking sucks. Right there. Look up Samantha Irby right now. That's all you fucking need to know. How can the coolest person on the show be the fucking gay guy? Because Anthony, I mean, yes, Anthony is a pain in the ass. He speaks with no filter. I get it. You know, he's always fucking horny. He thinks that he's a fucking, like a male model or some shit. You know, I get it. He's a big pain in the ass, but you know what? He's kind of a breath of fresh air here. In this, I can't believe I'm fucking saying that. How is it that the gay guy comes off as the cool guy on this fucking show, and none of the women do? The women are all disgusting pieces of shit. Oh my God. You know, yes, it is gross when fucking, you know, when Anthony gets upset that the fucking stud muffins he hired, okay, to sell his fucking bread, that they're not hung enough to do a good job. Okay, yes, it's disgusting when he says shit like that, but he's always been that way. He's been that way since Sex and the City, okay? Since he was a Charlotte's wedding planner. He's always been that way, okay? So he's reliable. He stayed true to character, okay? At least he did that. All right? The rest of the bitches didn't do any of that shit, all right? Okay, let's actually talk about this episode now, all right? Okay, so this episode 3, season 3, is called Carrie Golightly. I already talked in my last video about they got that name from Breakfast at Tiffany's. All right, Audrey Hepburn's character on Breakfast at Tiffany's was Holly Golightly. Holly Golightly. Okay, so yeah, so that's why they call her Carrie Golightly. Okay, you know why? Because it's a bunch of pretentious. You know, she was a prostitute living in New York in the same brownstones that Carrie lives in. You know, that kind of shit. She was in that neighborhood, went to the same parties, all that kind of fucking shit. All right, only it was back in the late 50s instead of modern day. Okay, so Carrie is going to let Miranda. Carrie decided she's going to let Miranda stay at her fucking house while she's in Virginia. She's going to Virginia to surprise Aiden. Okay, her fatso manager. Lots of fatsos in this episode. Her fatso manager got her to go to some panel or something. What's it called again? I don't know. Some stupid memoir panel. Okay, in Virginia, which is nearby where Aiden lives. So she's going to use this opportunity to visit Aiden. She's scheming for some reason. She wants a friend to come with her and make it look like she wasn't planning on visiting him or some shit like that, when the truth is she is, because she doesn't want to crowd him, or be overbearing or stuff, that kind of thing, whatever. It makes no fucking sense. It's ridiculous. No real couple would ever agree to this. Okay, but anyway, so that's going on here. Okay, and Carrie is going to let Miranda stay at her place, at her house, okay, and take care of her cat, okay, while she's, in Virginia. So there's Miranda there, and she's putting together some cat fucking bed. Those cat beds that the cats get to climb up? There's different levels to it. Well, she's putting that together for Carrie, and of course they're talking about their fucking lives while they do that, okay, and she's going to watch her cat while she's gone, okay, and she's going to use the excuse that she's given Aiden a key to our house. So while she's in Virginia, she's going to give him a key to our house. A house that he's only been in twice since she bought it. Okay? He's only been in that house twice, but it's his house. Get the fuck out of here. Carrie's living in a fucking fantasy land. She's always lived in a fantasy land. Okay, the fucker doesn't even live. She's stressed out because he wouldn't fucking text her back or didn't approve of a table that she wanted to buy, when the fucker doesn't even live there. And yet she won't buy the table because he didn't like it. Fucker, she doesn't even fucking live with you. but that's a whole plot point for her. That's the whole reason she's considering cheating on him now. It's because he's not fucking agreeing to what she wants. He's not there when she needs him to be there. But yet she agreed to this bullshit relationship in the first place. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, so that's going on. Miranda asked out... so she tells Carrie that she didn't ask out that fucking lesbo at her job named Joy. Okay, yes, I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. They named her Joy. Okay, she's just an ugly, dog ugly fucking ginger lesbo, pale skin, no makeup, insufferable, feminist, fucking I hate men cunt. Okay, just like Miranda, only with longer hair and a British accent. All right? So Miranda's gonna pretend that she wants some camera coaching tips, because Joy works for the BBC, so she's on camera a lot, or she's behind the counter. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, so Carrie says, like, do you really need to play those games, Miranda? And Miranda says, like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should hop on a plane and surprise her with a key to a house that she's only been in twice. Burn. Okay, and then Carrie says, like, it's his house, Miranda, okay? And I want a cease and desist from making fun of me. Okay, this is hard for me. I'm still trying to figure it all out. If you're trying to figure it out, then why'd you agree to it? Why'd you agree to it? This is dumb. And then Miranda says, and now this is cool. This is very important, okay? Miranda says something very important here. She makes this ugly face. Well, she always makes an ugly face. But she goes especially ugly here when she says this, all right? Pay attention. Miranda says, I thought I was being funny, ha-ha, but I think I'm coming off as an asshole. Just like that. Just like that, okay? Yes. That's what she says. I thought I was being funny, haha, but I think I'm coming off as a fucking asshole. I am convinced that the showrunners are watching my videos. I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, because there's a lot of trolling going on in this episode. Even last episode, okay? Have you noticed when Miranda said, I'm just hate watching that show. I'm watching it even though I know I shouldn't because the show sucks, but I can't help but watch it. Remember that? Okay, I don't think they're talking about bisexual bingo. I think they're talking about this piece of shit. Okay? I thought I was being funny, haha, but I think I'm coming off as a fucking asshole. Okay, an asshole. She might have said funny asshole, but I changed it. No, fucking asshole. Okay? So I think what the writers are trying to tell us is they thought that they were writing Miranda as being funny, but she's actually coming across as an asshole. Okay? That's how they're going to excuse the first season of this abortion. Okay? When Miranda, cheated on Steve, who we love, if we would understand if Steve was a piece of shit, then we would have been like, oh, you should have cheated on him a long time ago. But we actually like Steve. Steve was actually more likable than she was. And she completely fucked him over, blew up their fucking family. Okay, and now they're telling us, okay, to be with some fucking transgendered thing that didn't work out anyway. Okay, now she's saying, I thought I was being funny, haha, but I think I'm coming off as a fucking asshole. No fucking shit. You've always come off as an asshole, Miranda. You've always been an asshole since the first episode of Sex and the City. That has not changed. You're just worse now than you were back then. That's it. And you're gay. You're gay and you're fucking older now. That's the only difference. Okay? You're still a piece of shit just like you were back then. Okay? No, Miranda's never been the funny one. Okay, anyway. So I think that's being pretty meta there. I think they're really talking. I think they're reading some of the comments about the show now. Okay. Next scene, Charlotte complains to her family. Of course she does, because everything's her family's fault, and by family I mean her husband Harry's fault. She always finds a way to blame Harry for every fucking thing that's wrong in her life. Okay. So she complains to her family, of course, that her career is suffering because she's a wife and a mom. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what about all the fucking time that you spend going to dinner and lunch and breakfast with your fucking girlfriends? How about all the time you spend doing that? I guess that doesn't suffer your career, okay? But being a mom and a wife, okay, that's what's fucking you over in life? Anyway, that's what's making you not successful at your fucking $30,000 a year job, okay? It's your husband and your fucking kids. Not all the fucking money you spend going out to fucking restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with your girlfriends. All right, anyway. And Charlotte says, like, I always have to come home while they're out partying, while my coworkers are out partying, okay? Well, bitch, you're fucking 60 years old. Of course you have to fucking come home. You're not in your fucking 20s anymore. You're not in your 30s anymore. What the fuck else? What the fuck are you trying to do here? You're trying to hang out with the fucking kids? The kids that you work with? That you're old enough to be their fucking mom? That's what you're complaining about? Because you don't get to hang out with them? The fuck? Anyway, it's always mom do this, mom do that. I'm too busy being stuck here being mom. And then Anthony tells Rock that she stinks, which was kind of cool. Anyway, so they just sit, she says, they just see me as a boring mom. A mom who wants to go home to her family. You see what I mean? The show has always been this way. It's always left-leaning. It's always fucking lip-tard nonsense, okay? Where women, okay, who want to get married and have children are frowned down upon. They're looked down upon by the producers of the show, by Hollywood in general, because that's not the message they want to send. They don't want women out there getting married and having kids because they know that's going to take too much of their time. That's going to take too much of their energy. Okay, too many years off of their life. Okay, what women need to do is go to college and get a fucking job working for a corporation that's run by a man. Okay, make your fucking money, buy your fucking beach house, go to Italy 3 times a year. Okay, live your fucking eat, pray, love life. Don't ever fucking get married because men are going to try to control you. Don't ever have fucking kids because they're going to take up way too much of your fucking time and they don't appreciate anything. Okay, and go be your fucking boss bitch self. That's what is going to make you happy. See what I mean? That vagina you got there is not there to make babies. It's there to get fucked. You see what I mean? That's what they're trying to say here. Okay? And since Charlotte is the only one that actually fucking stayed married, okay, and actually stayed with her fucking kids, all right, she's the problem. That's the problem with her. She's not feminist enough. Charlotte never used to be. Charlotte's always been the traditional one. Okay, yes, she's a whore, just like all the other women who were on Sex and the City, okay? But she was the one that really took marriage seriously. Okay, she really took being a mom seriously. Okay, that's why she had a bullshit job. That's why she was always looking for a sugar daddy. Okay, that's why she was a gold digger, because she didn't want to work the rest of her life. She didn't want to have to fucking support herself selling artwork at a fucking gallery. She wanted to marry a rich husband who would take care of her financially so that she could be home and take care of her kids. You see what I mean? That was always Charlotte's character. And now she's got it, and she's had it for 20 fucking something years, and now she fucking hates it. Now I'm missing out. I don't want this shit anymore. I don't want to be married anymore. I don't want to be old anymore. I don't want to have kids anymore. I want to go out there and party with my fucking young co-workers. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for her? I'm supposed to want her to do these things? Because she's just going to fucking blame Harry for her fucking decision. She's going to blame him for why she's not doing that. And I wouldn't be out there partying if it wasn't for you. Patriarchy. That's the motherfucker that pays for everything. He paid for your fucking clothes. You goddamn ungrateful bitch. You think your fucking $30,000 a year job is going to pay for both your daughter's fucking private schools? Or is going to pay fucking Lois Fingerhood to get your fucking kids into Ivy League school? Your $30,000 a year job is going to pay for that? Or those fucking expensive clothes that you fucking wear? I mean, what the fuck? What do you think your fucking husband does? He fucking supports your whole fucking lifestyle. And you're gonna blame him because you're not where you fucking want to be? You are where you want to fucking be, you fucking stupid, ungrateful bitch! You're just scared of getting old. Boo-hoo-hoo. Poor Charlotte. Why don't you focus on your fucking kids a little bit here, okay? In case you haven't noticed, your daughters are assholes. I mean, your husband, he's a limp dick soy boy beta male, okay? With no self-esteem, I get that, but at least he's not a fucking asshole. Anyway. So Harry says like, yeah, you know what? Those young Turks at my work, they look at me like I'm SpongeBob Square Guy. Yeah. You know, because I just do my job and I go home and I never party. You know, well, that's called maturity. Because, I mean, I think Evan Chandler's like in his 60s now. He looks it too. He's got wrinkles and shit. Okay, at least he lost some weight. But, like, you know, he looks like he's in his 60s. He looks like fucking Uncle Fester without having to put makeup on. You know? I know that was his Halloween costume once, but, I mean, he looks like it without having to put makeup on now. All right? And then Lily, his daughter, says like, well, that's what you are, Dad, okay? You are like the nerdy dad that just goes home, you know? And Charlotte says like, he is more than that, and so am I. Like I said, she wants to be young again. You can't be fucking young again. Look at the women out there that wish they were young again. Look at Madonna. Look at Melanie Griffith, okay? Look at fucking Cher. Okay? I mean, look at these. Look, Famke Janssen. Okay, look at these women, okay, who were beautiful when they were young. Look at them now. They don't want to admit the fact that they're fucking old. They don't want to admit the fact that they're fucking old. Look at Bridget Fonda, for Christ's sake. These are all women that were fucking top of the notch back in their day. But they got old. And they don't want to admit it, so they fucking blow up their face. They ruin their fucking faces. Because they're too afraid of getting old. Because they can't live in a world where men aren't fucking attracted to them. They can't live in that world, so they'll do whatever it takes just to get a little bit of that. Okay? And that's exactly what, I mean, Kristen Davis already fucking blown up her face with Botox, and we're supposed to pretend that we don't notice that? Are you fucking kidding me? It's so fucking obvious. And she used to be the pretty one out of the four. Yeah, it's sad. It's fucking sad, you know? Anyway. So Charlotte says, like, he's more than that, so am I. And Giuseppe, who's the big dicked boyfriend of Anthony, okay, he says, just join them. Fight fire with fire. You know, you should go out with them. And Harry says, like, you know, I could join you, sweetheart. I could join you at the club. Nobody goes to the club anymore, okay? Fuck. And Lily makes fun of her dad. Of course she does. Of course she does. And what are you going to wear, Dad, at the club? Like that, okay? Like the piece of shit that she is. You know, she got no respect for the man that pays for fucking everything in her life. Okay? Anyway, Carrie, he tells the girls that Carrie should take them shopping. Should take him shopping so he can buy some clothes to go to the club. All right? For some club clothes, okay? And no one goes clubbing anymore, okay? That's what the writers of the show don't realize. Nobody fucking goes to clubs anymore, okay? Ever since dating apps got invented, that's how people meet. They meet somewhere on a dating app and then they go fuck, okay? That's what Tinder is for. That's what OkCupid is for. That's what Bumble is for. That's what all these dating apps are for, okay? Nobody goes to clubs anymore, okay? They don't, okay? The only women that go to clubs are women that are hoping they can find a guy that'll pay for all their fucking drinks because they got in for free. And those guys don't want to get ripped off. They don't want to go into a fucking club where there's a bunch of women that they're going to buy drinks for. They're not going to get any fucking pussy because most of these women are married, okay? And the guy would have to be exceptional for them to cheat on their husband, okay? And most guys that go in there are not exceptional, okay? So they're just going to go in there, dance with themselves, drink all the fucking free liquor that another guy paid for, and the guy's going to fucking leave that club by himself. So rather than fucking waste thousands of dollars a night going to clubs where you ain't going to get laid, just fucking go home and jerk off. And that's what guys are doing today. Okay, unfortunately, that's what's happening. Okay, because they don't want to waste their money on bitches that are never gonna fuck them, and that's the honest to God truth. That is the honest to God truth. Okay, people don't go to clubs anymore. Okay, guys don't go to clubs anymore. That's why clubs are shutting down all over the country. Anyway, so that's going on here. Okay, Anthony is upset. Okay, at his boyfriend Giuseppe, because he won't wear the romper in front of his store, okay, to show off his big dick and help business. Okay, so he's there complaining that his big dick boyfriend won't wear that super tight denim romper that he makes his employees wear, and he won't stand in front of his store, okay, with his big bulge sticking out to get women to come into the store and spend money on bread. Okay, his boyfriend's not helping him with his business. He's actually pissed off at that. Okay, because he won't objectify his boyfriend. And of course, the fucking bitch fucking activist fucking Rock, okay, is like, that's right, you go. Okay, yes, okay, she's all about activism. It's all about what straight white men are horrible. Okay, it's all about gay and black and trans and all that other fucking bullshit. Okay, that all the TV shows and movies, okay, promote. Okay, that's exactly what Rose is, okay? She's another fucking woke libtard piece of fucking shit. Okay, and if it was a straight guy, okay, there's no way in fucking hell she would ever defend him, but because Giuseppe's gay, she's all about that life and all about fucking defending him and not objectifying him. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, Giuseppe said he didn't want to be commodified or objectified. Okay, if you don't want to be commodified or objectified, then why the fuck are you on this show? Okay, next scene, Elliot. Elliot is played by John Glover, the famous gay actor out there. You remember him from Smallville. He played Lex Luthor's dad. He was also in Gremlins 2. He was in Batman Forever, the one with Val Kilmer. He's been in a lot of stuff, okay? He's been in a lot of stuff. Anyway, he plays a guy named Elliot who owns the real estate agency that Seema works at. Now, Seema is the junior partner, but he is the senior partner, so he makes all the decisions, okay? He calls Seema into her office, okay? Last episode, he hired her a dating coach that she fucking fired, okay, because she's a fucking cunt, okay? So he brings her into his office, okay, and he tells her that he's retiring, okay, and Seema was planning on buying him out, okay, in a few years. In a few years, Seema, you're fucking 60 years old. How many few years do you think you got left, okay? And then he reveals to her that he's 90, and she's like, well, I thought you were 70. He's like, that's because I'm gay, okay? A gay 90 looks like a straight 70. That's what he said. In real life, he's like 86, or 84, something like that, but close enough. All right. So so that's going on here. He says that he says, are you prepared to make me an offer right now for my shares? And she's like, no. Well, what the fuck? If you wanted to own the whole business outright, you should have planned, okay, to buy him out, and you didn't. At least not fast enough. You didn't even know how fucking old he was, for Christ's sake. He's 90 years old. He could drop dead at any fucking moment. And then what are you going to do? You see what I mean? For a woman who's so much of a smart, successful boss bitch, she sure is pretty fucking stupid. And that includes her job, not just her dating life. Okay? Well, he's selling it to a straight guy named Ryan Serhant, right? Okay, who immediately shows up in there with some champagne and some flowers and shit, and Seema's completely offended. Okay, that he did all this without consulting her first, even though he is her boss. He doesn't have to tell her shit. She just gets up with her fucking attitude. She's like, you know what? I'm going to think about all of this while I'm on vacation. And she just walks out of there and grabs the bottle of fucking champagne. Okay? And just leaves them both standing there. Okay? Seema just decides to impromptu go on fucking vacation because she's a fucking selfish piece of shit cunt, just like every other woman on this fucking show. All right, I'm enough for now. I'll be back soon to continue my review of this piece of shit show. I thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.